What's up, real ones? Welcome to Let's View It. I'm your man that makes videos with no plan, Tyrone Cross, and I'm here still trying to go viral. And once I do, you don't want to miss out on being part of history. So make sure that you turn this video into a hitchhiker and give it a thumbs up. And you know, if you have any more energy in your hands, hit the subscribe button.
Thank y'all, come again.
Now in this video, I got a crazy story. A crazy story. Have you guys ever seen Weekend at Bernie's or Weekend at Bernie's 2? For some reason, I think I seen Weekend at Bernie's 2, but I never seen Weekend at Bernie's 1. I don't know. Maybe I was too young to see Weekend at Bernie's 1. Now that I said that, if you're probably under 40, you don't even know what I'm talking about. Well, anyways, the movie Weekend at Bernie's was about these kids that used this guy that died but kept his corpse around and just drug him around to act like he was still alive while they spent his money or something like that. Now, if you've seen the movie and you remember it very well, don't get mad if I'm wrong about it, but I think that's what they were doing with him, right? Spending his money, making reservations at a resort or something like that. But they kept him around and kept moving his body like he was alive. It was a comedy, so it was funny. But guess what? Apparently, this just happened in real life. No lie. A Brazilian woman just got caught trying to use a dead corpse in a wheelchair to get a loan at a bank. So you already know. Let's view it.
A woman in Brazil wheeled a dead body into a bank and allegedly tried to get the corpse to sign off on a loan in her name while holding up his head in front of suspicious bank staff who asked why he looked so pale. Bank employees started filming the woman with the corpse and ended up calling an ambulance and police. The woman used her hand to keep the dead man's head upright and asked him if he was listening, then told the dead body he had to sign. The video shows the woman telling the dead man to grip hold of his pen hard as she encouraged him to sign a piece of paper. A bank worker told the woman that they didn't think this was legal and that the dead man didn't look well. The woman replied that the dead body is just like that, and she turned to the body and told the body that she can take him back to the hospital if he wants. The video then showed the dead man's head moving back and forth before the woman grabbed hold of his neck from behind. She told him to sign the paper and stop giving her a headache, but of course was met with silence from the dead body. Paramedics were called to the scene and confirmed that the man had died a few hours earlier. The woman who wheeled him into the bank was arrested at the scene and told police she was his niece.
Now you know you're a wackadoo when you wheel in a dead person to get a bank loan and then start scolding them. Now before I get more into this clip was obviously on TikTok, so I had to question if it was real. So obviously I went to go look it up. And yep, it's real. Several articles have popped up about it. So let's check out one of these articles. Brazilian woman arrested after taking corpse to sign bank loan. She knew he was dead. So it says, when Erica de Souza Vieira wheeled her lethargic-looking uncle into the Brazilian bank, clerks quickly sensed something was amiss. I don't think he's well. He doesn't look well at all, remarked one of the distrustful employees as Vieira tried to get her elderly relative to sign off on a 17,000 reais? $3,250 loan. $3,250? You wheeled in a dead guy for $3,250? What is she buying that she needs so bad that you're gonna wheel in a dead corpse to try to get? Paulo Roberto Braga was indeed indisposed. In fact, the 68-year-old appears to have been dead. Shortly after entering the lending in Rio late on Tuesday with their late uncle, Vieira was arrested and charged with violating a corpse and attempting theft through fraud, according to Rio newspaper. She knew he was dead. He has been dead for at least 2 hours, the investigating officer blah 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 told the Breakfast News program Bom Del Rio on Wednesday. I never come across a story like this in 22 years as a cop, added Souza. Well, you shouldn't come across a story like this ever. It says down here, That's just what he's like, Vera replies before trying to place a pin in his limp hand once again. Now she gotta look crazy, right? She just... Hold it. Stop being a headache and hold it. It's just unbelievable. It seems like a wind-up, but this is serious. The news presenter, blah blah, exclaimed as she told viewers about the scandal on the network Global News. She has gone into the bank with a cadaver and has tried to get money with a human being who is dead. Another journalist, blah 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 blah. I don't think it says nothing. Ana Carla de Souza Correa. What's with these names? In Brazil, what's with these names? A lawyer representing Vera insisted it was not. I guess that he was not dead. The facts did not occur as has been narrated. Paul was alive when he arrived at the bank, Correa told reporters, claiming there was a witness who could prove that. All of this will be cleared up, the lawyer added. We believe in Erica's innocence. I'm not a lawyer, but how would that prove that she's innocent? Even if he came in alive, she can clearly see there's something wrong with him now, whether he's dead, unconscious, ignoring her, whatever the case may be, he clearly isn't in that same state that the lawyer is claiming that he was in when he came in. If a witness saw him alive and now his eyes are closed and he's stiff and not moving, well, now he's dead. So at that point, you cannot try to make him get you alone. Secondly, is she claiming that that man was trying to get her alone in the first place, or was he trying to get alone? Because if he's trying to get alone for her, and she's talking to him, and he's not communicating with her, and she knows she's putting the pen in his hand, and she knows she's trying to move his hand, trying to make him sign this loan, then she's aware that he's not willingly doing this. So it's still fraud. It's still a crime. The only way she could be innocent is if he's still alive and all of that was necessary for him to sign it, but he was okay with that. That's the only way. That he's a vegetable and he can't talk, so she had to do it. But I'm guessing that's not the case. I don't know why, I just got a weird feeling inside. That's not the case. Do you understand how weird you have to be to do this? This is not just a simple fraud or a scam. Have you ever been around a dead body?
Y'all want to see a dead body?
But not only that, have you ever touched a dead body? Do you know how weird that feels? How weird it is, how stiff they are, how cold they get? But not only that, have you ever rode with a dead body in your passenger seat all the way to the bank, then put that dead body in a wheelchair, then wheel that dead body into the bank, then shove a pen in his hand, then grab that cold, stiff hand and try to maneuver it in a signature? Me neither. But that's how weird you have to be. Just thinking about driving with a dead body in my passenger seat, pretending like we're going to the bank, is creepy AF. By the way, what was her follow-up plan? To call the next day and say he died? To call the ambulance in the parking lot and say he died? What was her plan? Because you can't just say someone died. They'll be able to tell that he's been dead for a while. So what was her plan? To will him off a cliff? All this will talk, maybe he should have just put her in his will. But now that you know, Weekend at Bernie's was actually predicting the future, all I need you guys to do is comment below. Tell me what you think. Are you willing to do this for $3,250? Or maybe, just maybe, her uncle owed her that money and she was like, oh, hell nah, you ain't gonna die without paying me. But while you're telling me your thoughts, I'm also gonna need you to hit that bell like the hunchback. Also click that hitchhiker button and subscribe with me. And I'll see you on the next trip.